What's going on YouTube? It is Omega 500. Hold on, let me try again. Omega 500. Remember, like when we all were kids, like back in the 2000s, we used SpongeBob would always do imagination. Get that shit? I don't know. I might do that one. I might do that from now on. Welcome to Omega 500. Okay. And today, we're going to be reacting to top 10 unexplored places on Earth. Are they really unexplored? Or, because if they were unexplored, why does Watch Mojo know? What the fuck, Watch Mojo? Alright, let's check this out, man. If you want to watch the original video, the link will be in the description down below. It'll lead to Watch Mojo's video. You can click on that channel if you want to subscribe to that channel. They make pretty accurate lists. Except I don't watch all their videos because they can be a little picky on movies and especially Star Wars. So, but they make other good videos and they don't get as toxic. Like they're not always toxic. They have good videos. So plus. They never gave me a copyright claim or nothing. They don't care if I watch their videos. So, I like their content. So, as long as I don't hate them. I mean, if I hated a video, or if I didn't like the channel, I wouldn't put it on YouTube anyways. So, let's get it popping, man. Shit's going. Popping. Shit's popping. Better.
Whoever said there's nothing left to discover?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unexplored
corners of the Earth. For this list, we're looking at the most isolated and secluded places on the planet that we have yet to investigate in depth or fully understand. Most of these locations...
As you can tell, this is going to be very educational. And we're going to see, I guess, why no one saw it. Maybe death traps or something. Who knows?
They're challenging to reach due to
environmental conditions and or geographical barriers. And because of these limiting factors, some believe they could very well be home to animal species, plant life, or other such secrets yet to be discovered. So, without further ado, let's embark on an adventure into the unknown.
Let's do it. Come on, Watch Mojo.
Fiordland
Rebecca?
National Park, New Zealand. Fiordland National Park is the largest of its kind in all of New Zealand, encompassing 4,868 square miles. The park takes its name from the many fjords that define the landscape. Deep trenches formed long ago by glaciers. The fjords cut through rainforests, mountains, and lakes to awe-inspiring effect. Despite it being a national park, much of it has yet to actually be explored due to its inaccessibility and massive size. New plant and animal species almost certainly reside there, just waiting to be discovered. Fun fact, scenes from the Lord of the Rings trilogy were actually filmed in the Fiordland.
And the thing is, I have never seen a Lord of the Rings movie. Like, I have them. A friend gave them to me. Let's see, where is it? It's not important. So, a friend, back in high school, a friend gave me his Lord of the Rings saga, which had the prequels and the original Lord of the Rings. I've never watched them yet. He hasn't texted me about it. I don't think I'm gonna watch them. I don't think there'll be anything I'm into unless someone tells me what's the plot of them, like what is it about. You know, if it's interesting. Does it have action? Does it have comedy? Is there romance to it? Who knows? I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings. It looks like a medieval thing based on what this looks. So, yeah. All right. Thank you for this information.
Number 9, Surtsey Island, Iceland.
What the
Beautiful
fuck?
in a desolate sort of way, this island is a relatively new addition to our world. Surtsey was formed by volcanic eruptions between 1963 and 1967 off Iceland's southern coast. Largely free of human interference, the island is closed off to the public. Only authorized researchers have permission to land. As a newly developed island, it was initially devoid of life. Soon enough, however, different types of birds, insects, and plants began to appear on the island. and that's what makes it so exciting from a scientific perspective. Here, researchers have the unique opportunity to observe the process through which local ecosystems are established. Number 8.
I mean, it does look, the island does look deformed, but I don't know why they would restrict the public from visiting and just researchers. Like scientists can only visit. Like, can we at least learn about the species live there? You know, how are they there? You know, was it? I don't know.
Underwater caves.
Riviera Maya, Mexico. Riviera Maya has some of the most spectacular cave systems in the world. It's also home to some of the longest cave systems in the world, such as the Sistema Oxbel A and Sistema dos Ojos. Freshwater sinkholes, commonly referred to as cenotes, provide natural access to these networks of caves. But while the cenotes themselves are often popular with travelers, the depths of the caves are a different story entirely. The deepest and most remote parts of the caves have never been open to the public. And considering the ancient Maya civilization used to throw human sacrifices into these cenotes and possibly artifacts, who knows what's waiting to be discovered down in the depths? Number 7. Tsingy de Bemera National Park, Madagascar.
I heard about Madagascar. Remember penguins in Madagascar? I don't know much about the place, but I used to watch that show on Nickelodeon back in the day. Yeah. That's all. I just wanted to say that. I don't know if anybody else has seen it.
Is the term used to describe the
Steep, pointed limestone structures and plateaus formed by groundwater erosion in this area of northwestern Madagascar. A Malagasy word, Tsingy roughly translates to where one cannot walk barefoot. As it turns out, however, the meaning applies to more than just barefoot exploration, but arguably any sort of exploration. The terrain is very difficult to navigate, presenting numerous formidable barriers to those looking to uncover the park's secrets. Which is a shame, because scientists already know there are many endemic species, i.e. plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. The national park's namesake rock formations are so dense and inaccessible, in fact, that they're sometimes called forests. Number 6. The Mount Mabu Rainforest.
So it's a rocky mountain not rainforest. So it's a rocky mountain, but it's a forest.
Mozambique, Africa.
Hard though it might be to believe, this rainforest only came to the attention of the scientific community in the 21st century. Prior to that, it was known to locals, but its unique flora and fauna had yet to be documented.
What was interesting about this site was the surrounding land was heavily cultivated, and then the crater containing rainforest was very dense and intact. And I thought that was a little bit strange, because there should be evidence of human disturbance.
This high-altitude rainforest, because of the distinctly challenging geography, requires extensive planning to visit. And because of the role Google Maps played in identifying and understanding the area, it's commonly referred to in the media as Google Forest. Though it wasn't easy to get there, upon entering the rainforest, researchers have been thrilled to discover a largely untouched ecosystem, including various previously unknown species.
When you enter into a forest, everything changes. The forest is cool, the canopy is high, and it's very shady. Life is buzzing all around you.
And there are likely...
I always thought Africa was some type of desert when I was younger. I never knew there were forests. Probably because of Egypt. You know, I learned about, how the Great Pyramids were formed, by Moses and slaves. I think they were Jewish. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't read. I don't normally read things unless it's Star Wars or material. I've only read a little bit of the Bible. I haven't read much, but I don't I just hear what people just say,
Many more left to be discovered.
To actually find a hidden rainforest, which turns out to be...
By the way, I'm reading Ahsoka right now. Hey, let me get that book for y'all. Yeah, I'm reading this right now, so... Okay. Oh, you know what might be on this list? I just thought of something. We should have did this before making this watching this video. We should have predicted what was going to be here. I kind of know. There was this one thing I saw on Monsters and Mysteries in America show that was on Destination America. That shit was my shit, man, when I was a teenager. It would scare the shit out of me, but I don't care. It was great. There was this one place where these teenagers were exploring for treasure, And then this old man saw their skeletons, like there. And I think he almost died because he would, like, not go far in the place. There's, like, ton of booby traps and shit. He almost got killed, so. That's probably going to be up there.
The largest in southern Africa.
I'll tell you if it's up there. I don't remember the name.
Shows that we don't have all the answers and we don't know what's out there.
Number 5, the Northern Forest Complex, Myanmar. If you're looking for untarnished wilderness and/or a place where you're sure to make new discoveries, you couldn't ask for much better. Because Myanmar has been engaged in the longest civil war in history, the Northern Forest Complex has been largely off limits for some time. The silver lining of this situation is that it served to preserve the natural forests, but the scientific community is naturally anxious to get in there and explore. And even as the country opens up, many challenges remain. The dense jungle has no roads or paths, and the terrain is rather inhospitable, with scorching heat, torrential rain, and mountain peaks thousands of feet in height. Number 4, Sundong Cave, Vietnam. The largest known cave in the world. Han Sundong is so massive that an entire city...
Oh, I fished off another one. That, the Paris catacombs. They never found what was down there. People say it's the gates of hell, and I sure don't want to go down there because I want to go up there. Get it? That's pretty good. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go. Actually, it sounds cheesy now. We're gonna edit that out. That shit was bad.
Block could fit inside it.
The cave is estimated to be somewhere between 2 and 5 million years old, but it was only discovered relatively recently. Though a local man is credited with first having found it in 1991, Sundong Cave didn't receive international attention until 2009, when the British Cave Research Association, or BCRA, organized an expedition.
It's an absolutely amazing atmosphere, and it's hard to take in. It's breathtaking and absolutely huge.
The cave has many unexplored regions in its depths and likely holds countless wonders. As if that's not enough, collapsed portions of the cave allow in enough light that it even has its own forest.
What?
Hold on, what does that say? Hold on. They didn't see any dinosaurs, but scientists did discover new species of fish and insects. I don't even like fish.
Of the cave allow in enough light
That it even has its own forest.
I like shrimp though. Fried shrimp.
The feeling of being there, about walking through this pristine, beautiful place, this cave in Vietnam, and making people realize that places like this are part of our heritage and need to be preserved.
Number 3, Vale do Javari, Brazil.
Brazil. This is Brazil. You a long way from home. Y'all get that one? That one's from Fast 5. That's where Dom and Brian and Mia, I think, they were in Brazil, and Luke Hobbs as Dwayne Johnson comes in with this hot blonde chick that Vin Diesel actually starts fucking later. Well, you don't know until like in Fate of the Furious they have a child, so. And then she dies, and then the child is saved by Deckard Shaw, which is played by Jason Statham. So, yeah, man. See? I'm just making a ton of jokes while watching this video. Alright, let's pop it.
The Vale do Javari region in the Amazon rainforest isn't uninhabited, but it is one of the most isolated places in the world. While many of the other entries on our list today are hard to reach or environmentally challenging, the reason that it goes largely unexplored is the approximately 2,000 to 3,000 indigenous people who live there.
The dense Amazon forests below are home to one of the last uncontacted tribes left on Earth.
Divided into tribes and villages, they've had very little contact with the outside world. And when they have, it's typically gone badly.
The new discovery is in the same general region, where 2 years ago, Brazilian Indian researcher José Mireles led a mission that captured these dramatic photos of uncontacted Indians aiming arrows at the airplane.
At this point, the locals are also thought to likely lack immunities to common illnesses. As such, the privacy of these groups is protected by a federal agency, barring outsiders from entry. Number 2, the Star and Nakan...
I heard about this one thing where the Noah's Ark was found somewhere and they won't let the public see that shit. I don't know where though. So.
Mountains, Papua New Guinea.
Because of the various geographical barriers, much of Papua New Guinea is, from a scientific perspective, unexplored. Entire forests of flora and fauna have yet to
Damn,
be
look at that
documented.
hole.
As such, it's likely home to wonders that we can only imagine. The Star Mountains, for example, are especially hard to visit due to the natural rock formation known as the Hindenburg Wall, a limestone barrier that rises to approximately 1 mile above sea level. The Nakanai Mountains, for their part, are so remote and undisturbed that in 2009, researchers found approximately 200 species never before seen in just 60 days. Over the last few decades, researchers have found upwards of 1,000 new species on or around the island of New Guinea.
I mean, the area in Papua New Guinea provides a key watershed for thousands of people who depend on its fisheries and natural resources, and of course, most basically, water.
Before we explore our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Greenland, sparsely populated, and large sections of the country are rarely visited. Cape Melville, Australia. Massive boulders make this rainforest extremely difficult to reach.
Hey, they're saying they're in honorable mentions now. They never used to do that. Good job, y'all.
Karanica Abyss, Czech Republic. The deepest flooded freshwater cave in the world, the bottom of which has yet to be confirmed.
Y'all doing good with y'all videos, man. Y'all improving. What's this say? Within a designated crew and the robot submarine. Oh, okay. That's just something in National Geographic.
Gangar Punsam, the Bhutan-China border, a contender for the highest unclimbed mountain on Earth.
We're on a 30-degree incline, but this is the easy part.
They say Mount
What concerns me
Everest was bad.
500 meters above us.
The caves of Meghalaya, India, due to its remote location in northern India and the sheer size of the cave systems.
Okay.
Before we continue,
skip all. Okay, here we go.
Number 1.
Devon Island, Canada. At 21,331 square miles, Devon Island is the largest uninhabited island on the planet. To put that in context, it's only about 500 square miles smaller than the country of Croatia. But that's not all Devon has going for it. The island's environment is remarkable in that it actually closely resembles that of Mars. Because of the uniquely intense conditions, NASA uses this polar desert to train for manned missions to the Red Planet. Though there is a research station that's run by the Arctic Institute of North America, no one lives here permanently. In fact, the conditions are so inhospitable that only a small number of birds and mammals can survive, as well as extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme environments. Do you agree with our picks?
Hey, that's what's up. Alright. I've learned a lot today. I guess that thing that I was talking about wasn't up there. Alright. By the way, yeah, some of y'all don't follow me on Instagram, but I'm going to show y'all my new characters for episode 5. This is going to be, what's her name? Ashley Dawson. She's going to be a separatist spy that I have to go undercover and investigate. This is her brother. What's his name? I'm trying to... it's a lot of characters. It's only 3 I'm making up. This is Mark Dawson. And this girl that's his girlfriend is Gina White. Gina White. We're just going to say that. Alright. I'm writing on the script on my phone. It's going to take a lot of work. I might do other parts of videos. Like the first episode is probably going to be, just racing. Because I'm supposed to be a pod racer in Undercover. So I'm not going to... That's the plot I'm going to say. Like, there's something special about the girl that you're going to see in the show that makes you, look at her differently because of how she is. So stay tuned for that. And if y'all enjoyed my reaction, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell at that bitch too. Press that like button because that shit helps a lot. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!